Everybody, welcome back to the Quantum Show. My camera is wonky. Let me fix this a second. Hold on. Where it needs to be. I was hastily setting everything up. Sorry about that. It's still not right. Hastily setting everything up. I went out of town and got back literally moments ago. That's why we're about 10 minutes late. Sorry about that. Hey, everybody, welcome to the chat. Robot Jim, Renee Andrews, Diane, Lynn, Sarah, Rachel, Obi2, Robot Jim. And I believe that's everybody right at the moment. All right. Well, tiny little updates just with me, right? I bought now this is going to start with car stuff because that's what I was doing. I picked up the Temu spoiler, the $20-something Temu spoiler, and it's too big for my car. It might even fit a big truck. It's like this much bigger. Yeah, let me get up the I'm just going to bring up a picture, right? This is more than I paid for it. And sorry, I'm tired. This is more than I paid for mine. It's exactly that though, right? It's too big for the Hyundai. It looks great on one side, but then the other side sticks out like that far. So, oh well for that. I didn't pay $40 for it. I think I paid $22 for it, which is okay. And I'm gonna make it work. Just I ran out of time today, and plus there's some damage on my car that is preventing me from using that. It bolts to the underside of the fender where the inner fender and the fender screw together. I have no inner fender on either side on the front part. They're broken 10 years ago. Never even thought about it until I go to put this thing on. And it's like, oh, this thing is all waggly. So there goes that idea for now. It will happen because it looks really cool, even just sitting in front of the car, but it's way too big. I don't know what I'm going to do, but I'll figure it out because I want it to look cool. You know what I mean? I mean, that's just the teenager left inside of me. I want it to look cool. Why not? You know? And that's what I was doing up to now. And we got it. It's just 4 screws to put it together. Easy, right? Put it together, set it there. It's floppy. It has to be bolted down. It's really floppy. I'm talking like paper towel, almost floppy. That's how floppy this thing is. I was like, is this thing going to work? But it would work if it was bigger or smaller. And I'm talking like 8 or so inches bigger than the front of the car. So dang it. Yeah. Oh, I think I detailed it on the outside. I detailed the outside of it. It looks freaking sweet right now. I'm going to drive it to work tomorrow. By the way, happy Easter, everybody. Oster. All the things. Easter is one of those holidays that is across the board. Everybody has something Easter. So happy Easter. And oh, yeah, I just got done driving. I literally walked in, slapped together a show, didn't even have a chance to do a thumbnail. So I just went with the default, and that works, right? Excellent default. Excellent. I bought a shirt for tonight's show. I can't find it. It's the Darmok and Jalad at Tanagra 91 t-shirt that's been being advertised on Facebook and TikTok. I bought one. I can't find it. It's just gone. I don't know. I can't find it. It might turn up or it parallel universed its way out of here. So I don't know. It's not here. So yeah. Yep. Happy Easter, Renee. Did I say hi to you? I hope I did. I meant to. I thought I did. And so I can't find that shirt. I was gonna wear it. So I was like, well, let's go with Clone Wars. That works. Okay. Title of the show, All Distraction. And it seems to be all distraction because if I am literally being pounded by things to distract me. Everywhere I look, something's up. I mean, I'm watching billboards, I'm hearing stuff on the radio, I'm seeing trucks with this stuff plastered on the side, and then I go look at YouTube and YouTube or whatever, okay, and it's all distractive things about Katy Perry. By the way, I don't think she went to space. I think that was one of them not space things, when bounce them around in a jet. And that's one of those. That's something I wanted to show. There are these planes that you can book a flight on. I'm talking like Space Camp, right? Even cheaper than Space Camp, like Day Trip. It's zero G simulation, and they bounce you around in a plane. Basically, you're all falling out of the sky, controlled fall, right? And I don't really need to bring up a whole page for it because I think we're all familiar, have seen this stuff. But it's just, I'm going to bring up a picture just to show you what I'm talking about. Don't get those mixed up. I think that's what they did. I think that's what these rich people did. And the picture you're looking at is zero G familiarization and training, where they take you up in an airplane and you basically are all falling. Trick of gravity, everything, no matter how much it weighs, falls at the same rate. It's crazy. And I don't think Katy Perry even went to space. Even William Shatner, when he went to space, he looked like hell when he got up there, and he looked like hell when he came back. They were perfect makeup, perfect hair. What? No, I don't think they did. I don't even know if they even come off the ground. Yeah, Amazon. No, they do Edge of Space, and I don't think they even did that, because when William Shatner went up, Captain Kirk, when he went up, he looked like he had been through a roller coaster, bouncing around. The pictures are up there, right? No, they don't go all the way to outer space. And well, yeah, he does. He does look pretty bad, but he looked worse when he got back. He looked worse when he got up there. He took pictures of him going like that. And yeah, he looked worse than those girls those women when they went up. And I don't think it actually happened. I really don't. And if it did, what the heck's going on? Okay. This was brought to my attention that there is such a huge divide between them and us. We are the peasants and they are the lords and ladies. What? No wonder everybody's talking about revolution. Look at what's going on. And yeah, he did look more confused than usual. Talking about William Shatner. And yeah, Vault Tech suits. I don't think they did anything like go anywhere near space. The only space they got is up here. And I'm pretty sure they got plenty of that up there. But The divide between them and us has never been. What were they hoping to accomplish as a PR stunt? What were they hoping to accomplish? Alienate us all the way? I mean, all they got to do is drive by our normal neighborhoods in their Aston Martin, and that's does the same effect. And if she wanted to be feeling connected to everything, go take a yoga class, learn to meditate. Oh my gosh. I mean, for real. Yeah, they didn't. They don't know. They were parroting, they were coached, right? They were told what to say, and they were told what not to say. They said, don't mention this, don't mention that, don't talk about the aliens. And shh, don't talk about the aliens. But I don't think that even happened. But it seems like a giant PR stunt to illustrate how much money they have, and then it seriously backfired on them, right? It feels like how NASA would feel when Red Bull went to space. Red Bull went to space in a balloon of all things. No rockets, just a balloon way up there, right? And remember a few years ago when Red Bull took a man up there and he got into a spacesuit, sky dived back down? That was cool. Okay, that was cool. Yeah, don't mention giant prop PR stunt. Don't look at the stage hands. There's so much conspiracy around the space stuff. I don't think okay, we did go to the moon. We didn't go every time we said we went, right? That's where I'm standing on that. Because there are so many little facts out there. And I'm not going to go into it. That's not what it's just it's all distraction right now. Okay? Watch any TV. Even the commercials are starting to get distractive by not just by our whatever, but they're using topics to sway opinions. And I'm not even going to get started on the political scene of stuff because it's insane. It is literally, I'm watching Project Bluebeam in action. Okay. We're all watching Project Bluebeam happening right now. And it's all programming and propaganda. I don't think they're even doing the high science weird stuff like the into the skull programming with ultrasonic sound waves or infrasonic. I don't think they're even doing that. They're just pounding us with crap. Go watch a movie in a theater. Look at the previews, the lead up, and then that anything in there. And they're still doing. I did a paper on this in college. I did several papers on this in college. When you go to a movie theater and they're using reels like they do, that's just the way it is. It's like a contract thing. And they will stick in one frame showing something to buy. You can take a high speed camera that is like 300 frames a second. Now, you don't need the ultra, bullet where you take a picture of a bullet at 4,000 frames a second. 300, 400 frames a second, right? They're still expensive cameras. And you can see the subliminal stuff going in them. Okay. You can see any of that. And I did coverage in college, big time. They're trying to program us. Okay. And I've been looking at the things about the blue screen. Speaking of, we're talking blue beam right at the moment, right? All the propaganda, the blue coming out of monitors. I'm not so sure about that. The frequency of the screens that we're watching now, maybe the phones, not my old ass TV that I'm using for a monitor. That's what I'm using. I'm just using a TV from Walmart. It's not a proper monitor, right? It's a TV. It's got tuner and everything. I don't never use it. Right. The frequency of the of the stuff. Now I don't know about the blue light. I need to look at that more. But when we watch TV, we go into an alpha brainwave state, which they know is very suggestible. Yes, the flicker of the TV does it. I need to do more research. Like I said, I've been gone pretty much 3 days, in and out, up and down, all the whole time. But I need to look into that more and find out, because my stuff is hardwired to be slow flicker, right? It's older. It's probably 20 years old. That sounds like a long time ago, but that was like 2005. Yeah, welcome to the now. And that's, to me, that's still new. If I get a monitor from 2005, I'm like, cool, new monitor, new anything. Let's see. I would like to look at an example. Of our electronics, right? From 2005. Okay. I want to look at what was it? The iPod Shuffle? iPod Shuffle. Remember those? Nobody remember. Hardly anybody remembers those. And they had what is this? Shopping? I didn't hit shopping. Give me images. Oh yeah, Sony had this really cool set of players, right? And they had all the buttons that were offset like a checkerboard. Let me see here. Let me go ahead and show it. Why not? This is Google search. Hey, Aussie, welcome back. Sanyo, yeah. This is just a Google search of the stuff that was from 2005. That stuff is in people's junk drawers now or on eBay as antiques. And I'm like, oh man, they're still viable, but everybody wants to stream now, not have their own music. And even having an MP3 is not really having your own music, because memory cards go bad after about 2 years. Lived it. And we're going to, somebody said this, I saw Katy Perry is a gray. I wouldn't doubt it. I would love to be in the same room with some of these people so I could just get my internal scanners working on them and see what they turn up to be. I wouldn't be surprised if some of them were placed here. These elites, I say elites, these rich people, the divide between them and us is so big. But I would love, it's happened. It has happened. This dude, here's an example of something I was doing. Remember CD Warehouse from back in the day? You know, I don't mean the 10 CDs for a penny. CD Warehouse, there used to be one of the biggest distributors of music hard copies in the United States. Okay. He had sons, and he's a billionaire. Okay. He had sons. He goes, here's a few $1,000,000 each. Go start a business, a sustainable business. And I think he gave him a time limit, something to teach his rich kids how to do rich kid things. Okay. And there was a place in El Paso called Game Crazy. It was a knockoff of Hollywood Video, Blockbuster, right? They sold movies, games. There was the GameStop was off to the side. It was all movies. They're out of business now, right? But here's what they did. I had my store in El Paso at the same time, and I was doing things to drum up business. By the way, it worked kinda, but they were having a raffle. And this was some of my first YouTube videos that I was doing. they would have raffles to bring people into the store. And let me tell you, people showed up. I recorded this guy with the camera, and I had no good cameras back then, right? They were all like your crappy Android phones now. That was the high quality mid-grade camera back then. They weren't that good. What the camera did not see is this dude. I swear he changed. No physical features changed, but he would get up on a table and pull numbers out of a box, and you would buy raffle tickets. The pre-made rolls of raffle tickets, and they had like two and you whatever numbers. Okay. Now, yeah, it is it is such a weird, over the top video. And okay, he would do a raffle. He would get up on a table and, uh, like I said, draw numbers out of a box. He had this look in his face I will never forget. It's like I was there yesterday. I was like this, and it was a little tiny little deal that folded up, and it was meh. And I went, and he was looking around, and he had the most, I don't know, impersonal. He appeared to be some kind of like the royals when they look around from England, when they look around and they look at people, not like the memes. The memes don't touch this. And apparently I was reaching out to him and I was feeling him because he looked me dead in the eye at one point. He was not looking, I don't think he was looking at anybody else in the eye, but he looked me dead in the eye, and I locked eyes with him for a second. It was weird. He looked at me like he wasn't even from here. He was one of them, okay? One of them ultra rich, everything handed to them, but almost a lizard. Almost. His eyes didn't change, but he had this expression. And let me tell you, that extra dimension of perception I have saw whatever it saw. It was like as if I was looking at an alien, okay? As if I was looking at something like that. So he was one of the ones that is so far from reality from us. He did the I don't know how I got on this story, but that was the story, right? Well, that is putting it lightly, Lynn. Contemptuous is putting it lightly. This guy looked, it's so hard to describe. Contemptuous is the only word I can think of too. But he looked separated from this reality, like he was watching into a barnyard of animals. That's what he was looking at. And my whole thing was, come to Game Crazy, buy something. Don't just come here for free stuff. Buy something. You spend $1 on a ticket. Buy something. You gold diggers. I called everybody gold diggers. It was funny. And I actually was awarded a $50 cash prize because I was doing it. Nobody asked me to. Nobody paid me to do it, but I was giving him press. And apparently someone suggested to him, and I said, "Man, he looks like such a lizard." Right when he said, "Thank you." And there was no quantum show. It was just, "Thanks, Nathan from Super Mega Turbo, for coming and videotaping." And everybody started cheering. And I go, "What'd he say?" And then somebody shoves $50 in my chest. I was like, "What?" One of the employees was like, "Do what?" "Oh, cool. Yay. Yay." It was cool. But it was also, going in that place was weird. They suspected everyone of stealing. That's every small business in El Paso with a lobby or anything with product right there. Any small business, any business with products right there on the floor. Yeah. frequent Botox. I don't know, dude. This guy was skinny and he had a very lizard-like beat to him. I don't know what to say. Vibe. Hey, Cindy, welcome back to the Quantum Show. I'm just talking about the big right now. I'm just been explaining the big divide between the super rich and us. So I'm just going over that, and it's all because of the fake. I don't think it was even a space plane that went up. Hey, Wayne, what's up? I'm just starting the show. Welcome back to the Corner Show. Thanks for swinging by, man. Wayne and Michelle, shout out. Link in the description. Go see Michigan UFO sightings and paranormal encounters. Did you link in your name? Because I remember it being Michigan UFO and Paranormal. And Aussie is saying, of course, like I need to say, please like, share, and subscribe. If you're here, you're quantum of all the cat videos and all the rich people on the news. You ended up watching this show. So, and yeah, thanks, y'all. Thanks, guys. So, yeah, it has been, hey, Foglog. And yeah, happy 420 soon. That's like tomorrow. By the time the panel's ended, it'll be 420. And well, not for me, because it doesn't do anything for me. It really doesn't. I'm getting more from coffee than anything I've ever tried. Wayne, did you hear me talking about Katy Perry and how I think the whole thing was faked? I think they may have gone up in a plane, like the space camp plane, but I don't think they actually went on a rocket. I think they staged the rocket. They might have gone up in the plane, but I don't think they did anything with a rocket. Okay, we just got home. Yeah, funny that I got home 29 minutes ago. Hey, Clip C. Rich and poor, blue collar, rich collar, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, it's just all that. It's all that. Such a huge divide. Such a huge divide. Thanks, Cindy. Yeah. I don't think it was real. I think they went into one of them, space camp planes and pretended. And I'm just going over such a huge divide because we've got people fighting over stupid stuff. I mean, in our towns. And then the super rich are going to space. Or at least making it. Space camp is expensive too. It's like a 737 or something. And they're old. Those planes, they're not new planes. I don't know what they do, but anyway, yeah. Wayne is saying, or Tim is saying, I think it was flight. It was either fake or cheaper than the regular program. Yes, space camp. And then they blue screened it or something. The weightlessness looked legit. But you know what? You don't go on a rocket and not get disheveled on the way. Your hair is blown back from gravity. Okay. All of it. And yeah. Yep. Remember Katy Perry on Sesame Street? When she went to Sesame Street? Let's find her. Back in the day when she went on Sesame Street. Okay, this was kind of nuts. I'm just doing a Google search, okay? I was like, is this on for kids? What the hell? And the pictures won't be super big, but I'm going to go ahead and maximize that. Go over to it. Check out Katy Perry on what in the heck is going on here? And that was on a kid's show. That's Katy Perry with Elmo. Okay. Holy what? And the rest of them are just like that. Whoops. The rest of the pictures are just like that. Katy Perry in a pose like those all over, right? Yeah, I believe so. I believe so. Oh, put it back. Okay, let's see here. What do we got here? Okay, let me. Yeah, you just have to Google Katy Perry Sesame Street. And here is all this stuff, right? All these pictures. What the hell is this going on here? This was on Sesame Street. Okay. Right here. What is the headline from the Sydney Morning Herald? Sesame Street defends Katy Perry cleavage cut. What? And yeah, that was something. Okay. Yeah, very. I'm like, when I heard, I wasn't us, I was grown up, right? When I saw that, I was like, what is going on here? That's not, why not a Katy Perry t-shirt or I don't know, Motley Crue or something? Bigfoot. Why not? How about Star Wars? Wear a t-shirt. Yeah, freaking freak. Oh my god, yeah. These people, I don't mind. If anyone wants to, pass it along. Katy Perry and all your buddies that fake went to space, you're freaks. Freaks, freaks, freaks. All freaks. And I mean that by the dictionary term. Freaks. I don't care. What are they going to do? Acknowledge me? Oh, please. That'd be the best hit the Quantum Show ever took. 20,000 views. Katy Perry talks about this guy on YouTube who usually talks about aliens. Yeah. Um, this is very true. Now, what Wayne is talking about, okay, the occult stuff, what they're talking about is, I cannot get into this right now. It's very deep. It's very ritual. It's very dark side. It's very spend a person type magic. It is, there's a lot of blood involved. There's a lot of sacrificing this and that involved, not necessarily whole people. And I'm not totally sold that there aren't clones running around and there aren't body doubles. Well, definitely there are body doubles, but what, you know, and oh yeah, what did he say? What do you say? We know what this phrase means. Left hand path stuff. Yeah, that's not good stuff. That's at someone's expense, not using nature, using humans, using our personal energy. And that's not, it's very bad. It's like the black mark stuff. You don't you don't get rid of it easy. Once you're into it, you don't get rid of it easy. And oh, non-mod account. Okay, well, but they're so separated from us. And it's all distraction. And I will just mention the political stuff. Okay, because it's relevant. It's right. We're being pounded with this crap. All this stuff is being pounded, presented, yelled at us, screamed at us right now. And yeah, I'm paying attention from arm's reach. Not that I have anything to do with it anyway. My little corner of the world is, so I'm happy to be separate from the rest of it. Let me say that. And I hope everybody is happy to be separate from this stuff. Don't get involved. Just don't. And if you're involved, I would walk away. I really would. Walk away from this stuff because what's the payoff? money, you will get money. You don't want the side effects of that stuff. Cindy, I don't know what you're referring to. But that's okay. Hey, Pinky Leader. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they all do look fake because too many little details, too many little details that just they shouldn't exist. And if I was going to lie about something, I would make up better lies. I would make up stuff that can't be disproven, not things that can be proven or disproven, right? Because I mean, they're showing people who supposedly died, Challenger, okay? They went on to do other things, teach at colleges and stuff. And I'm like, whoa, wait a minute. I found out about that conspiracy a few years ago. And I dug deep. It was trippy. It was so trippy. Even, when Sally Ride went up, the school teacher. Whew. Yeah, it's all about the money. It's all about the money. Yeah, I was there listening to that show. That was an excellent show. Paul Gillis and Diana Pasulka. I was there. That was a great show. Yeah, it's all about who needs a loan. All about who needs a loan. Where do we want the money to go? And we'll make a spectacle and say, oh, well, we had to do this. I don't even know why they make a spectacle, Hey, Wild Ascension. Yeah. I am every Friday. Every Friday. I've been doing live streams for over 2 years now. Can you believe it? I didn't do an anniversary at any time. Oh, I did not know that. I'd like to hear about that. But I know it's Sunday tomorrow, so want to come on? I'd like to hear about your experiences with after show effects. That would be cool. And yeah, I'm a subscriber too. Yeah, today I've been so distracted and busy with different things, making stuff. I didn't have topics. I just have to look around and there's topics waiting for me to talk about. And they're all interface. And what topic? All distraction, right? All distraction. What is the distraction from? Well, first of all, it's going to be another battle in the Middle East, Russia and Ukraine. That's two things happening right now. And I believe this is what world wars look like in the beginning stages. And to be honest, I think Trump is keeping us out of one. He may seem like an asshole now, but and here's what we've been so conditioned to play ball with these people who seem to be out of control. When he does his thing, we don't know what to think about it. This is my thing. We've been so trained and conditioned, and we're used to seeing all this craziness, the laptops, the Russia stuff, the Middle East stuff, going all the way back to the first Gulf War. Okay. All this crazy out of control seems like the out of control stuff. And then someone comes in who isn't playing the same game. And he may seem like a not playing the rules guy right now, but the rules got us here. And here is not a good place. So we need new rules. Okay. You see what I'm saying? Now, I support nobody. I support Native Americans. Mark Charles for president now. Evict them all. But anyway, that's going on, right? It's all. What are they distracting else? What are they distracting us from? Watch. Okay, it has been happening. disclosure is not going to happen like what ufology wants it to happen. They want, this has been found aboard a spaceship. Blah, 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 blah. No, it's not going to happen like that. We have citizens from somewhere else here in the White. No, it's not going to happen like that either. That almost happened with Valiant Thor, but something happened to where we were not allowed to do that. Some kind of theory, some kind of tactic back in the day with the Thor guy, Valiant Thor. Something happened to where we were kept in our little quantum box here, away from the rest of reality, and we're separated from the rest of reality. What's the rest of reality? We can't perceive it, not normally. I'm not really looking at the chat right now. No offense. I'm just, y'all keep talking, right? Keep talking. Go for it. I'm doing my best. I gotta get these ideas out. Man, the coffee's kicking. Good. I'm already out. Oh my God, it's been 40 minutes. Okay. Disclosure. How it has been happening. We've been getting more weird tech released, not through the government, through private companies. These fast ass, weird, cool cell phones, devices. And I'm not talking about all of it, but they're adding little features here and there that are just so weird that we've never had this before. Watch cars. Okay. I'm not talking about the mechanical. I'm talking about the electric, not electronic, electric. We're going with just little features here and there. Cars, airplanes can vouch for it. Okay. Not just making things do different things that we've always had before. And we're like, oh, wow, AI showed me how to do this. AI. How did AI come about? Right now, some of the AI came about with algorithms and programs to second guess. Google had it, right? That was an algorithmic thing, and it uses a certain method. I'm not going to go into that right now either, but they use a certain method for keywords and things that lead to other things that are likely to go to these other things. You know, like if you're looking for gasoline, you might be looking for gas stations, gas cans, gas caps, or natural gas. Or if you put in gasoline, you might be looking for accessories. I talked about honey to a friend of mine. Honey, like I put in the coffee. My phone heard me. For the next several days, I got all bees, honey products, Burt's Bees. That's a big one, right? I'm pretty sure Bert is all about all that mind control too. Bert might be a hive mind himself. Bert might be a hive mind himself. And it was all about bees, beekeeping, honey products, things based on bees, the Simpsons character, all of it, all bees, because my phone heard me talking about that stuff. It went away because I figured out the options to turn some of them off, but they all are listening to us. And those options get turned back on because as you go around to different places, requirements are needed. And if you agree, I agree to cookies from this site. Well, there's more to than those cookies. A cookie is a tiny, now what they normally are identifier tags like text files, but then sometimes they are commands. And since you are logged in, it has admin command or user privilege to make changes to your computer settings, whether it be network. I don't mean just phone and audio or camera and audio. I'm talking like advertisement preferences. This do you want vibration on or off during some kind of it's all in the terms of services, all those terms of service. Yeah, I just glanced over Panopticon and Wild Ascension is saying, yeah, I'm just looking at the very first things I can see. Okay. But each phone is different. Okay. I've got several phones, old ones, but I've got, I don't know who made this, something Korean, right? I got this one, Rebel 4. Yeah, one of them. And then I got an iPhone. And to get to each one is different. You'll have to look up how to deactivate or activate or modify privacy options for your model of phone. And to find out your model of phone, go to settings, scroll all the way to the bottom, about phone. And it's different in Apple. If you have an iPhone, it's different there. And every iteration is an update. It changes those options, locations. So you're going to just have to look them up. Wallace just said, please give us a secret to the options. I'm so tired of having a random thought and seeing like dog toys or cookware just because I said I think dogs are cute and or I like that Bryan paint. Yeah, that's what it is. Related to what? It's a weird algorithm where it goes this and then 100 options around, right? But that's that. That's that. And the distraction, okay? The distraction is we're moving into a whole new mindset, whole new age. I've been listening to a lot of stuff related to the telepathy tapes, and autism is a mind frame. It is a particular branch of evolution. Here's what our egos in leadership, our leadership, they're looking at these people like, well, A doesn't do what B does, so A must be broken. No, it's not a broken thing. It's like, you know what? Let me do a comparison to something else. Red, green, colorblind. That's me. I'm red, green, colorblind. That is not a handicap. It does not hold me back. You know where that evolutionary trait comes from? It comes from when we were hunter-gatherers. It's one of those traits. ADHD is the same way. But hunter-gatherers, when you are colorblind, you are able to see beyond camouflage. It's one of those things. It's one of those strange little sideways features that crept in. It's not something that holds you back. It's something that gives you an advantage in certain situations. Same thing with ADHD. Thousands of years, things have been trying to chase us down and eat us. We've been having to be hyper vigilant. We were the main course for all these animals, okay? Hypervigilance is a trait. It is not something to be corrected. It is something we got to work with because it's a survival mechanism. If one can see something coming and nobody else can, that one will alert the others. Survival of the group. And that is a social trait. You see, when you save the group, you save your genome, your blood types, whatever, you know, every trait that's in that group will go along. And talking about the telepathy tapes again, okay, I'm so glad the weird stuff is being pushed out as a distraction because they don't know what they're doing. The people pushing the weird stuff, they don't know what they're doing. They're bringing reality to the forefront. They don't care about reality. They care about clicks and views. And hold on. Are these, you mean traits like ADHD, color blindness, and autism? They are mindsets. They are features, the way they're built. Just like, it's kind of like, I can compare to cars. Okay. You have Toyota Corolla. It's practical. It's reliable. It holds a decent amount of stuff for 1 or 3 people, whatever. Hold up to 4 people, right? Think Toyota Corolla. Now think Ford F-350, right? It'll haul a house. So, you know, if you don't break down. but it's just a different set of features. Higher up, high torque engine, larger carry capacity. It's got the hookups and stuff where the Corolla does not. Okay. And it has different features for different performance options, but they both go down the road. They both go down the interstate. The Corolla is more stable than the F-350. Okay. And yeah, Lynn is right. It's a different operating system. And if you follow the telepathy tapes, it's exactly now. I listened to all the telepathy tapes. I didn't look at the extras so much. They are on such a different frequency than us that they have established their own communication. And it's straight. Oh, I looked at it. I listened to it. It sounds like a protocol and a computer that works on a different operating system with different type of networking. It's crazy. They're on Wi-Fi while we're on hardline. Okay. This is analog communication. They're using something else and it's working because they can go and get information and data, verifiable data from people they've never met. They'll never leave the house. I'm talking never in their life will they leave the house unless they're going to the hospital, right? And they'll know about stuff in other countries, people in other countries. One of them came back with excerpts from The Great Gatsby. They didn't even have that book in that house. Huh? There's something going on there, and I'm surprised it's not out in the open anymore. But see, that's what then people who are looking for clicks and views, that's one of the things they're pushing to distract us from other stuff. But it backfired on them because all the stuff they're pushing as distraction, that just happens to be pieces of reality that are final, that need to be looked at, need to be examined. Hello, Project Stargate. They knew about this. They've known about this forever. Merlin, let's go back even further. Merlin, all that stuff, right? And there is some of this going on, yeah. Biodigital convergence. Okay. They're looking at, now you've heard of Neuralink. They want to do it wirelessly. People want to do it wirelessly. And of all companies, I urge you, we're at the end of the show, end of the first hour. I urge you to look up Atari Computer Research. Okay. And it's going to be a hard search, hard find, but they made all kinds of stuff. They made x-rays. Atari made x-rays, medical devices. Do what? We're talking like game stuff. Atari made medical devices. They made Wi-Fi stuff before Wi-Fi was a thing. Okay. It was amazing. The stuff that they had on the board, but the infrastructure, this is classic. The infrastructure wasn't there to handle such a device like wireless communication. It's a long story, okay? But it is, Atari had all kinds of stuff going on. And they just, they kind of got put out of business, okay? They got put out of business. And let me go ahead, look here. Yeah, they did so much. They did so much. And it was, hey, Samo, how did I not see Samo? Hey, Samo, what's up, man? Keeping it quantum, I see. And there is all kinds of, yeah, all the distraction. You know what? Let me show you what I'm talking about, distraction, okay? I'm going to open up my Facebook. I'm just going to open Facebook. Let me show you what comes up on my Facebook Very first image. Look at this crap. Look at this. What the hell is that? I don't even think this goes with community standards on YouTube. Look, I scroll over, right? No, I'm not going to show you. I can't show you this. I get so kicked off of YouTube if I should. That's Facebook with their own community standards. And I'm like, what the hell's going on with you people? This is stuff I do not want to see at all. You saw, right? You did see. Tell me, give me a thumbs up or a type 1 in the chat if you saw what I was seeing. Because I saw it. Did you see on my phone? Did you see what was being shown to me on the front page of Facebook.com using the browser? I was like, what the hell is this? I don't need to see this. I'm at work. It's not safe for work, nothing, right? Hey, Guy Merritt. Oh, yeah, okay, I'm seeing ones in the chat, yeah. So, yeah, it's just, why are they showing? It's not going to get me to click. I don't care. I don't care. Do y'all not realize, Facebook, do y'all not realize my age? I am looking at cars. Okay, show me cars, Facebook. Show me like old Camaros, Mustangs, Fairlanes. Don't show me that crap. Show me car stuff. Fast Fords, GT40. That would be cool. Not drag racing. Forget drag racing. Show me track racing, not NASCAR. Formula One. I'll do that. But don't show me that garbage. What are y'all thinking? Calling out you, Facebook bots, or people who act like bots, or people who use bots so they don't want to go to work. Okay. Yeah. What is this? I'm just like, I'm afraid to open my phone to show somebody something relevant to whatever conversation because they're going to see all this garbage. Like Guy's saying, right? By the way, welcome back to the Quantum Show. You're coming in 2 minutes away from the stop, right? Sorry, man. But, and yeah, they want to waste our time. They want to waste our, they're all fake, right? I'm distracted. They want us all distracted, just like the thing says, right? Well, maybe 15 minutes, might be a little bit longer, might be 20. So, yeah, coming back for the panel. I never know what's going to happen on the panel. Wayne might show up. Wayne, if you're still here, I will send you a link to join in on the panel if you would like to, because I would like to talk to you about stuff, but I don't know. I think he done took off because he's a day person for sure, and it's nighttime. So, oh, I get that so much. Exactly what Sarah's saying. They actually offer him mail order brides and cheat on your spouse, arson, all on Facebook, right? Yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, I do panels, and Wayne, if you're here, you can come on in, dude, if you want. Wayne and Michelle, yeah, and he's listed as married. I know, it's crazy. Oh yeah, you and me both. I have had 23 people here at one time tonight. How big is the internet? Where are they at? They're not here. All I get, let me see here. What can I do? I don't know. Katy Perry is a lying freak. Did that attract them? I don't think so. Aussie is giving me the red light. Please like, share, and subscribe. If you're here, you're Quantum. Thank you for coming to the first hour of the Quantum Show. It's time for coffee because me and Amy are out, and that means I got to push buttons. Get out of here. And we'll be back. I will be back. I will have the panel set up. It's not set up yet. in just a little bit. Maybe 15 minutes, Samo, maybe longer. We'll see how it works out. Yep, Katy Perry is a freak. Yeah, totally. Look at her on frickin' Sesame Street. Oh my God. But anyway, I'm going to do coffee and I am pushing buttons. Thanks, everybody. Back in a bit. This has been the Quantum Show. If you're here, you're Quantum. Like, share, subscribe. Link at the top if you'd like to support. Link pinned to the top of the chat. If you'd like to support the show, totally not necessary. Everything helps. And I will talk to y'all in just a little while. Keeping it quantum. Oh, yeah. I'm pushing buttons. Pushing buttons. Pushing buttons.